श्री सच्चिदानंद सतगुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। सतगुरु श्री साईनाथ निशरत बाबूजी की जय। RosePetals, Volume2, Chapter 8, Clarity and Fulfilment. The other day, some of our people came and said, Guruji, we have a problem. When we are asked what kind of a path is Guruji's, is it a path of devotion? What should we say? Because I don't use the word devotion. Is it Jnana Marga, path of knowledge? But I don't use the word Jnana. Is it Karma Yoga, path of service? But I don't use the word karma, and I am not at all a yogi. So they asked, what should we say? They're asking what path you're following. So finally I said, even though it is not a path, just tell them Guruji's path is a path of clarity and fulfillment. Because that's what's important, clarity. For everything, clarity. That clarity is needed even if so-called nirvana or mukti or moksha comes, or even Baba's sakshatkar. Whatever comes, you will need clarity, even to be clear about that. For example, some people come to me and ask, Guruji, I think that I have realized myself. Is it true I have attained self-realization? I got an experience of liberation, Guruji. Do you think I am really free? They have a doubt even about that. That is, they don't have clarity. In fact, we don't have clarity about anything. So what we need first is clarity. Then, fulfillment is based on clarity. If our fulfillment has no clarity, we do not really experience it as fulfillment either. Fulfillment and clarity go together. The path is a path of clarity and fulfillment. Whatever additional names you give it, it doesn't really matter. Devotee. Guruji, is clarity something you achieve or is it given to you? Guruji, if you really need it, you'll get clarity. It will come. You earn your clarity. I'm asking you to earn it. I'm not saying it will be given, but that you must earn it. I'm not saying simply sit and clarity will come, I will give it to you. No, I don't say that. You may experience it like that. It doesn't matter. But I am telling you, you have to earn your clarity. Earn it. Many people are not able to do anything fully well. What I say to them is, try to get clarity. How much do you really want this? Is it really needed? Then, when clarity comes, for example, when they say, my first priority is meeting my worldly and family responsibilities, that is 80%. 20% of my need is spiritual. It's there for sure, but the other needs are more towards my career and family. If you have that clarity, then when you spend 20% of your time in spiritual pursuits, you will experience that 20% happily, and you will also experience the other 80% happily. Otherwise, you'll always be in conflict, living on the horns of a dilemma. There you are not well, here also you are not well. That is why I ask you first to get clarity. Why are you here? Don't delude yourself and say, oh, we are spiritual seekers. Our lives are totally devoted to mukti and moksha, but these other needs trouble us. No, don't say this. Actually, for those who are really troubled by needing mukti, there won't be these other things. They'll be like Ramana Maharshi. But we don't have his stature, his purity of nature. We are pulled by so many pulls. What I'm saying, as I have said many times before, is that everyone is torn and divided by their desires because we lack clarity and understanding. Because our desires pull us in different directions, this way and that, we experience conflict and friction in fulfilling them. But if you get clarity, you can harmonize your desires in such a way that after putting them in proper order, they don't compete or fight with one another. Then at least you experience your pulls in harmony. When you have clarity about where everything stands in your heart, then you can experience every part of your life fully without clash and without conflict. What I am asking you is to free yourself from that conflict. It is the same principle as in the example of the iron and magnet. Just apply it. What is the difference between a piece of iron and a magnet? The number of molecules is exactly the same in both. What distinguishes them is that in the magnet, each molecule is aligned, polarized, and harmonized with the others. Its entropy has gone. It has become a magnet. The easiest way to turn a piece of iron into a magnet is to rub it against the magnet again and again, keeping it in contact. Gradually, the iron molecules lose their entropy and become aligned and polarized by their contact with the magnet. Slowly, they become harmonized and integrated and turn into a magnet themselves. In our case, we are all pieces of iron and Baba is the magnet. Remembering Baba, if you put your mind again and again on Baba and place yourself as much as possible in Baba's presence, even physically by going to Shirdi, it's like rubbing again and again on a magnet and you get harmonized. I am not asking you to do anything. What I am telling you is, if you come and say that X is the object of your love and therein lies your fulfillment, then I say, try to focus on it until you get it. You say, this is my fulfillment, but you're not doing anything for it. Focus on it. You say, I want to pass this examination. Oh, I want to very much. I want this degree. You come to me and talk like this. What can I tell you? I say, yes, if you really want this, then study hard. I'm not asking you to pass the examination. I'm not telling you to get the degree. No. But if you come to me and say, this is the degree I want to pass this examination, then I tell you, this is how to do it. If you say you want to pass the examination, but daily you're going to the movies and chit-chatting with your friends, loitering around on the beach, I say, this is not the way. Study hard. Sit in your room and study hard. If you say, no, I don't want to pass the exam if I have to study hard, then everything is cancelled. But then, at least you're clear about that. So when you come and tell me, we have come all the way from far distances for you, Guruji. We want to experience you fully, Guruji. When you say that, I can only say, then do it properly. That is all I'm saying. I haven't called you here. Come, experience my presence. No, I have never done that. You are the ones who come and say, oh, we are so happy here. We feel fulfilled here. We have come for you. If you have really come for me, then show it. Do it thoroughly. Otherwise, why waste your time here? Go on pursuing some other pursuits which will be of more benefit to you, more profitable for you. That is what I mean. I never try to set a goal for you. I'm only trying to help you to achieve your own goal. And your goal you have to set. Then, just like a good goalkeeper, you have to keep other balls from coming in and hitting the goal. I have made it clear many times, I never advise about goals. I never say that this is the best goal or that is the second best goal. The choice of goal is yours. You have to choose your own goal. How to choose? That I will say. The one that gives you the most happiness, that triggers the most love in your heart. Choose that goal, whatever it is. If it's social work, environmental work, or whatever, go and do it. If that gives you happiness, go. I'm not opposed to it if that is your goal. I respect all the people who really work for their goal happily with dedication. I have equal respect for them. I don't say they are sidetracked or not spiritual. Everyone has to choose their own goal. And just as they are so focused on theirs, you have to be focused on yours, on loving Baba or whatever. I advise that you choose the goal that triggers love in your heart and makes you happy. Stick to that and focus on it more and more. Devotee: Guruji, how do we maintain the focus on our goal? It seems in just a moment it can be lost. Guruji, there is no need to maintain a focus. When love maintains it, the focus is maintenance free. If you have love, you become almost helpless. You can't be diverted from your focus. That is called focus. If you really love someone, you can't stop thinking about that person. Your thoughts will always be going again and again towards him or her. But sometimes, because of old habits, even though we are in love, some sad thoughts come, and even though we try to drive them away, still we find ourselves helpless. Or certain distractions will come which we can't avoid facing. But then other things come that help to maintain focus. Satsang, good company, thinking about why we are here, what our purpose is. So many good things. You are well versed in them, these techniques of focusing. You can use whatever you like. Devotee. Guruji, if we accept responsibility for our own happiness or unhappiness, would we be happier? Guruji. Whether you're happier or unhappy, at least the unhappiness you thought was coming from the outside stops. Devotee. By our acceptance of responsibility? Guruji. By realizing that other people are not responsible for your happiness or unhappiness. First you free them, then you'll be free from them, at least some kind of liberty and freedom. Devotee. How is it done, Guruji, that kind of seeing? How can we truly see we are responsible? Guruji. First, stop blaming others. Get clear. Then it is easy. We make it difficult by deluding ourselves, and then it becomes a habit and a pattern. That's why I tell you, if you stop it, if there's nobody in the world to blame, then at least you become clear that no one is to blame but yourself or Baba. To blame is to be lame. Always, again and again, I tell you one thing. All I'm saying now, people will understand in their own way, according to their own outlook and approach, based on their own problems. But the general point is, there are 3 things I ask you always to remember. From all the satsangs, in all the hours and hours of my talking with you, the crux of it all are these 3 things. First, you should have a goal, an objective. You should know what you want and what you are striving for. Then, you should remember your objective, if at all you have one. When you come to Tiruvannamalai or to Shirdi, you have an objective or a goal. At least you think you have one. Whatever that is, are we remembering it? Why are we here? Why have we come? Always remember that. Second, be on guard that this awareness of your purpose and your goal is not diluted or led astray, diverted by the situations that surround you, and to resist being pulled towards them away from your goal. The goal and the focus are interdependent. So, to know whether we are actually aware of our goal or are being pulled aside, astray from our path, is to see what we are doing and where we are going every day. The third point is keeping our focus, keeping contact with whatever it is that triggers our love. Are we doing the things that keep up our focus? Are we really doing them? Are we staying aware of our objective? Is our purpose undiluted? Are we remembering it or forgetting? Just see how you spend the day, not the last 20 years. That is not necessary. Just look at one day. Take a sample survey of your day and see how you've spent it. Have you asked yourself even once today, why have I come here? What am I doing? What am I aspiring to? You say, I have come here for self-inquiry, for Ramana, for Bhagavan, for Arunachala, for Baba, for you, Guruji. But come on, really now, how many hours, rather minutes, hours is too much to say. How many minutes have you actually spent focused on this? Answer truthfully. In the last 24 hours, What have you actually done towards your goal? Just think, why are you here? Are you remembering why you've come, what your purpose is? Are you really trying to guard yourself from the influences, from the activities, from the pulls that take you away from your goal? And are you truly walking towards your goal, your object of love? If so, what actually are you doing for it? And we should remember one last basic, most important thing, which I have said again and again: the shortness of our life, how short it is. So see how you waste time and how you spend time. We do not know where we will be tomorrow, yet we think and plan as though we were permanent and immortal, as though we will live to the end of creation. We plan, we store, we accumulate. Is all this needed? Get clarity. Shri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki Jai. Sadguru Shri Sainath Nisharat Babuji ki Jai.